These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, backed by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly
Get a big win on your way to Las Vegas. That's how it was. That's how it is. Good morning to you. 8863. That was the number last night in the pit. It's kind of weird having this echo coming back in my ear. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, no JJ Buck. Me and A. Marie today. We'll take your calls at 505-246-0610 or 888-922-0610. Emails this morning, Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com. You can watch us on the Facebook, ProView Networks. Adrian's producing there. I guess. I'm looking at the screen. All I see is me, man. It's just going to be like 3 hours of me sitting in my kitchen or dining room area. You're there, though, right? Like, A. Marie? Or is it just me? I don't know. So this
It's me. I'm here, too. I'm here.
All right. I can't see you either. And I got a crazy echo coming back in my ear, if that means anything to you. All right. Lots to do for you today. KJ Jenkins, 20 points, 5 assists. That's better. Thank you. 5 double-figure scoring Lobos last night in the victory over Western New Mexico. Take what you will from it. They were down 3 guys. They're down. Oh, that's different now. Down 3 guys. No Jalen House. No Emmanuel Quach. No Saquon Singleton. House, I would assume, will play on Thursday. At some point, they'll start to ease Saquon back into it. Emmanuel Quach will play as well. Didn't need him last night. That was the right way to do this. That was the right thing to do, was sit those guys, and we'll get there. Performance. 6 points. Good minutes. So a good 60. Lobos jumped out early. They hit after a slow start. They hit 10 of their next 12 shots, while Western New Mexico went on a stretch of missing 12 in a row. UNM went on a 20-0 run. 6 Lobos scored during that run, and then by the time it was all said and done, UNM was up comfortably and on their way to a roll. So we'll talk to you about that and what you have moving forward. Going to Vegas, UAB on Thursday, either San Francisco or Towson coming up on Friday, and then New Mexico State next week. So you got an interesting stretch coming up for Level basketball. You got to see some guys play yesterday. You got to see guys get minutes. You got to see your guys, Barima Sek. Jethro Muscadin had a nice day. He had played only 15 minutes. He scored 10 points. Global leading rebounder, Barima Sek. 10 rebounds in 25 minutes. They shot the ball pretty well. 59, that's really well. Almost 60% from the field. Really well. and got it from different places. Jalen Tovar got some minutes. 14 points to go with 4 rebounds for Jalen Tovar. 20 minutes. Hopefully that's a little bit of a turnaround for him. Get him some confidence, get him feeling good. And Javonte Johnson was good again. 10 points, 6 rebounds, 21 minutes, and that's where we are. So good win for Lobo basketball. I want to hear from you if you were there. Just your thoughts without Jalen House, who's going to give you, probably lead you in minutes when he's playing, right? He's your leader. He's your scoring leader. He's your point guard. He's your emotional leader. He's your energy leader. Probably going to lead you in all those statistics. You're without him. Emmanuel Quach is going to give you minutes. And Saquon may end up being in your starting, and I would assume so, be in your starting lineup when he returns. Without that, you beat Western New Mexico, 88-63. That's what you expected in that game. It's going to be a little different as we move forward. All right, so we got that. Monday Night Football. Yeah, Tommy had lost 2 in a row, and nobody was talking about them as being the best team in the NFC, and they're done and whatever. Tommy went for 307 yards, 2 touchdowns. He gets charged with an interception that hit Mike Evans right in the chest, bounced up in the air, and was picked off. If it was an arrow, it would have killed Mike Evans. Hit him right there, and it's square in the chest. But that's how it is. The quarterback gets charged with the interception on that. Brady was good for 307 yards. The game wasn't as close as 30-10. The game was over. The Giants looked horrible. Daniel Jones, 2 interceptions, 167 yards. They did bring Saquon Barkley back. 6 carries, 25 yards for Saquon Barkley. Bucks are right there. When you're having the conversation about the best teams in the NFC, whoever you think it is, if it's Arizona, if you think it's the Packers, somehow you still think it's the Rams, Tampa Bay better be on your lips. Tampa Bay's got to come out of your mouth because Tampa Bay was good. Defensively, they harassed Daniel Jones all night long. They had weapons back. They look relatively healthy. The addition of Gronk is such a big deal for them. Godwin, Mike Evans, they're running the ball with Fournette. They looked really, really, really good yesterday.
Did you watch Eli and Peyton?
I did. I thought Condoleezza Rice was really good. Did you watch Eli and Peyton?
It's so fun. It makes Monday Night Football is like my favorite night of the weekend because of Eli and Peyton.
Yeah, no, they were good. Kevin Hart was on with them. Who else was on last night? Condoleezza Rice is who stood out to me. Who did they have at the end that was interesting? Oh, it was Edelman, Julian Edelman.
Yep.
Yeah, he was good too. Yeah, it's a good watch. I enjoy that. Then you go back over and it's like, wow, it's just a football game over there. Especially when it's 30-10. You know, and the game was what it was and was so out of control. Being able to, I don't know, get a little side conversation was good. All right, I'm going to break early, Amory, because I'm going to really ask you to figure out.
We're going to crush this out. We're going to crush this today, Tuesday.
I'm going to ask you to figure out, please, how to get this echo out of my ear. Guest list. Coming up about 8:45, Bryson Carroll's scheduled to be with us. Bryson is the Lobo quarterback who about 3 weeks ago was a Lobo graduate assistant / manager. Pressed into duty against Boise State last week and will probably be pressed into duty again this week and very well maybe the starting quarterback. So we'll talk to Bryson Carroll coming up at 8:45. 9 o'clock scheduled to have a conversation with Jamal Mashburn Jr. Mash had another double-digit scoring night last night for the Lobos. So we'll talk to him as they get set to go to Vegas and take on UAB. 505-246-0610 is how to get to us. 888-922-0610. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, Amory on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS Network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best. Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number 1 in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened?
Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Car Crafters is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
10, brought to you by Quan's Auto Care Collision and Repair, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
I'm sure this will sound way, way better for you. Sorry. It's the opening drive, Jeff Symbieta and A. Marie. Bobcat back there making things way better, too. And I'm glad that Bobcat, thank you for coming in this morning and for being there for A. Marie as we do things a little different today. Just me and A. Marie. You're welcome to come in at 505-246-0610, 888-922-0610. Emails, I will still get those, I think, at jeff@sportsmlbq.com. And you can watch the show. Watch me talking to my cell phone in my dining room on Facebook at what is it? The OD in the AM. 30-10, Buccaneers last night beat the Giants in Monday Night Football. You can get into that. You're welcome to jump in on anything you want with Lobo basketball. Tonight you get UCLA and Gonzaga, the top two teams in college basketball, go at each other. That will be in Las Vegas, and looking forward to that. Mountain West last night. Nevada's in trouble, boys. Nevada's in trouble, girls. Nevada's in trouble, boys and girls. Steve Alford's team is 1-4. They lost to South Dakota State. That's that same South Dakota State team that beat Montana State. 102-75. I'll give that to you again. They've lost to San Diego, Santa Clara. And they lost to San Francisco. They were in Sioux Falls last night. And a guy named Douglas Wilson scored 24 points. South Dakota State beat Steve Alford's Nevada Wolfpack 102-75. Packer in trouble. And I don't know if they're just hurt, if they're beat up, or what their deal is. Warren Washington had 20 for them. But Nevada is 1-4 and in a lot of trouble. Elsewhere, Mountain West last night, you had Wyoming with a big win. They were on the road. They got a win yesterday. I'll give you that score. Colorado State 71-61 over Northeastern. David Roddy had 27 for the Rams. Wyoming, Big Grand Canyon, nice win for them, 68-61. And Fresno State over Pepperdine in that Southern California Challenge, 70-63. Orlando Robinson led the Bulldogs. He had 16 points for Fresno State. So winners last night, Fresno State, Wyoming, New Mexico, and Colorado State. And Nevada took it on the chin for the Mountain West. Tonight, Nevada will play George Mason up there. And San Jose State gets a shot at Northern Colorado. 505-246-0610. Amory, I'm not even sure how I'm going to hear you tell me when there's someone on the phone.
We're just going to get through this segment, and then everything's going to be fixed. And then people can call in. It's going to be awesome.
All right.
It's going to be a comeback season.
Is that working for you better there? No, we're going to go back to this. All right. We'll figure it all out. 246-0610, 888-922-0610. So I get the echo coming back. This is really cool, actually. So we'll use the phone.
We could just play the Patino postgame if you want until we get this up and running.
However you want to do it. Yeah, let's do that.
The Patino postgame? This is a special treat for everybody.
This will be last night. Richard Pitino on the postgame show after the Lobos' 88-63 victory with Robert Portnoy and Hunter Grade.
Welcome back inside the legendary pit postgame. Lobos 88, Western New Mexico 63 is the final. Your postgame show presented by Albuquerque Downs Racetrack and Casino. Winning entertainment, including simulcast racing, live music, dining, the best games, and much more. We welcome in Lobo head coach Richard Pitino. Congratulations, Coach. Another victory. 4-0 now in the pit to start your home schedule. 4-1 overall. What was the thing that you told your team about tonight's contest postgame?
You know, I thought we substantially grew as a basketball team leading up to the Montana State and in the Montana State game. We got tough. We fought together to find a win. I said there's no reason why, and I understand that Western New Mexico is a Division II team, we shouldn't take a step back. We got to keep moving forward. We got a great opportunity in front of us. We didn't have House. We didn't have E-Man. We didn't have Saquon. So we were down a lot of guys, a lot of important guys, but it was a good opportunity for those other guys to play. You know, the bottom line is, and this doesn't make them selfish, but every single one of the players on the teams think they should play more. Even the guys that are playing 36 minutes think they should play 38 minutes. Well, a game like tonight is an opportunity to show us what you got. It was great to play guys like Barima. I thought Alan Tovar maybe got out of a funk a little bit. He hadn't been playing great, so it was nice to see him. And then to get guys like Sebastian some minutes. KJ keeps shooting the ball at a high level as well.
Well, Coach, what was I guess you tried to accomplish some things here in the second half. I noticed you threw some different schemes defensively, the 2-3 zone. Was that just to get some looks at it?
Yeah, I mean, am I a big zone guy? No, I'm not. We were playing a very big lineup with Barima at the 3. We haven't worked on that much, I'm not going to lie to you. So offensively, we're a little bit challenged what we're going to run. But I thought, you know what, let's give it a look. We looked like Syracuse in the back there with that length. Now, our guards are not as big. But wanted to throw something different at them, make UAB and those guys prepare for it. It was just a weird lineup. We were trying to figure out what to run. I didn't want to call a timeout because we were up so much. But yeah, I thought it was great to see Barim out there. He's blocking shots. He's rebounding. The skill level will no doubt in my mind come because he works his butt off.
Yeah, and you could see it. Those minutes are valuable for those young guys who don't get that many minutes. The freshmen, you had 2 freshmen on there, and you had 2 walk-ons at the same time.
Yeah, and to get Clay and Jordan. I mean, Clay obviously 5 points is great to see.
It's a career.
Yeah, so. It was a good night. Yeah. I think anytime you can win in this building in front of our fans is a great thing. I thought that guys, like I said before, that hadn't played major minutes found a way to get in there. Now we need to get healthy, and we got to have a big week to prepare for Vegas. For the Vegas tournament. UAB is probably the best team we've played all year.
Are guys kind of finding their role? Are they understanding their roles now on the team?
I think so. But those can change with foul trouble. Those can change with injuries. Okay. Everybody's got to be ready. You could justifiably, make a case for a lot of these guys play more minutes. With Saquon coming back, with he's a veteran. With E-Man coming back, who knows? So it's a good problem to have. Those guys got to stay ready. Regardless of what the minutes are, come back and work. Keep getting better. We have a very young team. Stay the course. We believe in all these guys.
Shooting 39% from 3 as a team coming into this game, and even better tonight, you shoot 47.5% from 3. I guess it's a 2-part question because obviously the 3 is a big part of what you do. We saw KJ start to really feel it. A couple of the deepest that I can think of him taking so far this season, and he made them. Then he came down and shot what was clearly a heat check type of shot from the top of the key. Jay Allen, Tovar makes one, and then goes and gets another one, knocks them down. In terms of encouraging them to shoot, and then in terms of taking it out, even deeper. If they're going to come guard me at the line, I'm going to step back and shoot it even deeper. Is it different from guy to guy? And how much of that do you want to encourage? Because they obviously shot it great tonight.
Well, KJ, I will never tell him not to shoot. Every time he shoots, I believe it's going in. I mean, his numbers, even in shooting drills, are Steph Curry-like. So he's got the ultimate green light. We need to get more assists. We're a little bit too much isolation basketball. That's not going to work against a good defensive team. I mean, 16 assists is a good number. We probably turned it over too much. But we're averaging about 11. That's too low. And a lot of that has to do with just not trusting. A ball screen doesn't mean that you have to go score. It means throw back. It means throw into the post, play off of that action. So we're putting up numbers, which is great offensively. We're scoring and we're shooting a high percentage, but we still need to be better at playing team basketball with what they give us.
Coach, I saw in the half court, you were working on half court sets and getting the ball down low. The perimeter guys are standing a little bit.
Yeah.
And I know you want that movement out there.
Yeah, we've got to get better at – it depends on where the big catches the ball, right? Like if the big catches the ball 2 feet in the paint, he's got to go score the ball. Yeah. Jay Allen Tovar catches it a little further out. He should be more of a passer then if that's going to happen. So we need to work on our post offense. That's not as clean as it needs to be right now. Quite frankly, I think our sets are pretty good, but I don't think our – flow after the sets are very good. That's where I think we can grow as a team offensively.
Coach, want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. I won't be with you guys in Vegas. Go get them. You got 2 big ones coming up and short time to get ready. Safe travels, and congrats on another win in the pit.
Thank you. Yeah, this team's growing. You know, we're still very young with a lot of new faces. Tonight was beneficial for some guys who haven't played a lot. We are fired up for the opportunity to go to Vegas. It's going to be a great event. UAB is a terrific team, probably picked to win their league, so it's going to be a challenge. But happy Thanksgiving to you, Hunter. I'm sure we'll see you out there.
Yep.
And go Lobos. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Coach Patino.
This message is brought to you by the 2021 New Mexico Bowl.
The New Mexico Bowl is back, home in Albuquerque where it belongs, and be a part of our state's biggest party and help us celebrate the kindness of the heroes who have gotten us through the past 2 years. Visit NewMexicoBowl.com or call 505-925-5626 for tickets. The New Mexico Bowl.
Okay, that sounds a whole lot better.
Broadway Boulevard north of Rio Bravo
Okay,
Boulevard has
so
an accident with injuries,
I
blocking
think
the
we're
left and
good.
right lanes with slowdowns in all directions of traffic. I-25 has an accident going southbound at Candelaria with slowdowns past Montaño, and we're also seeing delays between the interchange and Anzer Boulevard going east on I-40.
New Mexico Department of Game and Fish wants you to know before you go. Visit www.beforeyouride.com to start your off-highway vehicle riding adventure. Find places to lawfully use OHVs on paved roads, safe riding tips, as well as many other useful information every OHV enthusiast should know. This report brought to you by the New Mexico Department of Game and Fish.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167, brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Visit any of their stores today or shop online at AmericanHome.com. From the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center, I'm Grace Toledo.
Did you know that every month All In Autographs hosts special fun events and brings in celebrities for live appearances?
A burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at FiestaSubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at FiestaSubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green. And keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
much as a coach is satisfied ever, right? But the Lobos win 88-63 last night in the Pit over Western New Mexico. Next up, they get on a plane tomorrow. They'll go to Vegas. They'll have a shoot-around tomorrow. They'll play in the Orleans on Thursday against UAB. That's Alabama-Birmingham out of Conference USA. And then either San Francisco or Towson. San Francisco's a pretty good team now. I think Towson's decent too. And they'll get a decent test on the road in Vegas this week. 505-246-0610 if you want to get in today. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta, A. Marie, Bobcat, or it could just be me and you, however you want to get in. Love to hear from you today at 505-246-0610. Emails will come in, and I will read them. I will. I really will. At Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com, JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. I got to figure out the texter, don't I? That was all preset back at this at Radio Ranch. Live from home today. We'll do it a little different today, most likely tomorrow, but certainly want to hear from you as we go through the day. Get in on anything you saw. If you were in the Pit last night, and I was not, I watched on the stream and on the feed, but I'd love your thought just on the energy that was in the Pit last night, the rotation. You got to see different players last night, 5 Lobos in double figures. Another good night by Jamal Mashburn Jr., who, by the way, is scheduled to be with us here on the opening drive coming up at 9 o'clock this morning. So I'm looking forward to having that conversation with him. 8:45, right before that, Bryson Carroll is scheduled to be with us, the Lobo quarterback who was a GA, a graduate assistant manager / coach, was in the room and was forced into action in this weird, crazy season. Not weird as crazy as last year, but a weird season. Guy was recruited as a quarterback, played a little quarterback, turned into a pretty good running back at the University of New Mexico. I asked Danny yesterday, Coach Gonzalez, why Bryson decided to opt out of his final season of eligibility. And I guess there were some bone spurs in the foot that he was having issues with and wasn't going to be able to get a full run in camp. And so he decided, all right, well, I guess I'm done. Let's see what I can do going to coaching. And now here he is back playing. So we'll have that conversation. Looking forward to that. Coming up at 8:45 this morning, and it's yours until then. Football last night, Tampa Bay 30, the New York Football Giants 10, and it wasn't even that close, and it certainly wasn't that exciting. Tom Brady threw for 307 yards. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and again, that interception shouldn't have really been his, but it is. It is. Who else threw? He threw the football right off of the chest between the 1 and the 3 of Mike Evans. It bounced in the air, and it was intercepted, but that's how it is. And the Buccaneers win. And I'm telling you, if you're talking about the best teams in the NFC, let alone the National Football League, you better remember to mention the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Are we looking at Tampa Bay and New England in the Super Bowl? Is that kind of the crash course? Honestly, well, think about it. Who's the best team in the NFC? It's either Tampa Bay, Green Bay, or
Cardinals.
Or the Cardinals. Okay. All right. Who's the best team in the AFC? We have no idea, do we? I know who's playing.
Day to day. We say week to week on this show. It's day to day.
Well, I know who's playing the best in the AFC. I know who's been on the best run. That's New England. Are we looking at New England versus Tampa Bay in the Super Bowl? I mean, you want the world to blow up? You don't know who to hate more, do you? You don't. Who are you going to root for, or who are you going to root against? You don't know who you hate more, do you?
I don't think no.
That's how the world's going to be. If it gets down to Belichick against Brady, I mean, this world's going to explode.
It is.
Where's the Super Bowl this year? Indianapolis?
L.A. It's in L.A. It's in L.A.
That's right. It's at SoFi. That's right. It's at SoFi.
I think we have phone calls coming in, Jeff.
All right. Well, tell me who do you want me to take?
But I take them on my end, don't I?
Yeah, because I don't.
I'm like, don't I press the little red button? We got Chad.
All right, Chad, you're up first.
What do let's see if I know how to do this.
Yeah, let's see if you can do this.
Do I just press the red button?
I don't know which one. Getting Bob there?
No.
No. All right.
We'll try.
Put someone on the air. Yeah, try it. Just put the button. Chad, hello. Hello, Chad. All right, he told you how to do it.
Oh, there he is.
What's up, Chad?
Hey, guys. I was just going to share my thoughts from the game last night.
Please.
Yeah, I thought, obviously the guards could have their share of their little short jumpers all night long. It was, there wasn't much. I didn't think Western New Mexico, was much of a competition in general. But it was nice to see the bigs get a lot of play. They got a chance to handle the ball, try to make some offensive moves, and you can tell they're young. They got to develop a bit, but it was a great chance for them to get in and do some of that. And even the Swedish, the big Swedish guy, he's a pretty big guy. I don't know how tall he is. He looks about 7 foot, and he's got some beef on him, like he's had a few Swedish meatballs, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do. I'd like to see him get a little more. All those guys, the bigs, get a little more experience in these games where we can, have a safe lead and give them some chance to get some more development, because that's going to only help us down the road at the end of the season. So, but overall, yeah, I'd like to. When they needed to turn it on, there were some times where the game got a little closer than it should have been, and they just kind of turned it on and got a safe lead back. So the crowd last night was it was a chill crowd. It felt like a Monday game. During the week, it was I'd say about a quarter to a third full. But you know what? It's amazing how loud that place can get, even with that many people. But we enjoyed it. We definitely enjoyed it. We're going to go back. So good. Right on. All right, Chad. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thanks. 505-246-0610. Who you got?
No, that's all. No. That's all. Other people dropped. No, it's going to be callers, but just Chad for now. Call back.
No.
Call back. We're here. We're here and running.
It's what you would expect. It's what you would expect from a crowd against Western New Mexico on a Tuesday night. It's exactly what you would expect, right? It was a game against Western. It was a holiday week. It was look. You're getting 8,000-9,000 people in the pit. It would be a chill crowd. You're not going to get super excited because you got 5 guys in double figures and beat Western New Mexico by 25 points, right? You're not.
No.
So, all right. 505-246-0610. 10 block shots, by the way, last night for the Lobos.
Dang.
10 block shots.
Dang.
Pretty good number.
Yes.
It's a pretty good number. Jeremiah Francis played last night. The North Carolina transfer, one of the holdovers from last year's team. He played last night and looked pretty good. 6 points, 7 rebounds. Looked like he was acclimated out there, and it was nice to see him playing. Nice to see him getting some time. Nice to see him having some fun, and so that was good as well. We're going to talk with Jamal Mashburn Jr. That conversation is scheduled for 9 o'clock this morning. Looking forward to that. 8:45, Bryson Carroll is going to be with us, and we're open for you the rest of the way. I got Taysom Hill stuff to get through. They re-signed him again. Like, that guy keeps getting new contracts and gets new contracts. And
Coach Payton loves him, Mom.
Obviously. like, God bless him. We're going to get into the LeBron stuff. He did get suspended. Is that enough? Is it too much? Did you see Skip Bayless lose his mind
Yes.
talking about it?
Yes.
I mean, lost his ever-loving mind talking about that yesterday. I want to get into that as well. We'll take the break here, 505-246-0610. Talk to you about that when we get back. A few truths, gentlemen, as you roll through your day. As you age, things like fatigue and low T and weight gain, even hair loss, are natural, as is erectile dysfunction. There's a good chance it's going to happen to you. There is something you can do about it. You can battle nature. You can feel like you again. Guys, if you're experiencing these things, you're regularly tired, maybe carrying a few extra pounds, or you're dealing with ED, call NuMale. NuMale has led the way in helping men deal with these issues for years. Their testosterone replacement utilizes the latest cutting-edge technology. Men all over the country have benefited from it, and they feel better. Call 505-652-1688 or visit NuMale. That's NuMale.com. Fellas, NuMale's convenient. They're right here in Albuquerque. The process is comfortable. It starts with your phone call all the way through the treatment. NuMale guides you through the process, and the best part is the results. It's real. It works. 505-652-1688. Don't put it off. Take care of you. Visit NuMale.com or call 505-652-1688 and feel better.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From the laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loan. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
You trusted your home or business security to a company with an armed response. They sold out to a national corporate giant, and you're stuck on the brink of less security. I'm Aaron Jones, owner of International Protective Service. IPS isn't for sale. I'm invested here, and I care about your home and business as if it's my own. Let the highly trained armed guards or 24-hour patrols of IPS protect what's yours. With faster response times to catch criminals and less associated costs. Call 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
When looking for the best experience while buying an all-new Kia, Fiesta Kia offers some of the most knowledgeable and friendly Kia specialists in New Mexico. They'll help you find the Kia that will meet all your expectations. Kias have some of the most affordable vehicles for you to choose from, offering extensive options and style for the price. And with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, Kia won't be beat. Come be a part of the Fiesta family today, 7400 Lomas Boulevard Northeast, or start driving now at fiestakia.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
Yes.
This is 95.9 FM and AM 610.
The Sports Animal.
I don't know. What do you think? I mean, I know Edward would be like the happiest guy. What would he do? Tommy against the Patriots? Like who do you think about it, though? If you're going to right now pick a Super Bowl, who are you picking? Nobody's playing better in the AFC than New England. Nobody, I don't think, is playing that much better than Tampa Bay. Edward, what would you do? Would you split your jersey? Like, how would you handle that?
You know, I want to say my juxtaposition, I thought I'd throw that word out today because it's totally applicable. My juxtaposition of if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New England Patriots make the Super Bowl would be thrilling. And if the football gods are in alignment this year, they would bless us. This is a week of blessings and thankfulness and Thanksgiving. It would be such a momentous event. It would be a blessing. But you're right, Jeff. The New England Patriots, winners of 5 straight and 6 of their last 7. Their only loss was that tough overtime loss to the Dallas Cowboys, who are having a good year in overtime. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they haven't played well all year. But I think, one, Vita Vea is not a season-ending injury, so that's been helpful. And I think they're going to get back into alignment, and they're going to make their stretch run. But they haven't played well all year. But who are you going to trust in the NFC Championship game? Who are you going to trust? You're going to go with Pat Stafford from the Detroit Lions and now the Rams. You think Dak's going to play big in the biggest moment? I don't know. I'm just asking the question. But I would be eternally blessed. There's a lot to be thankful for already, and that's why I called today, because I'm going to be gone the rest of the week, and I'm going to be traversing eastward. But I think it'd be a huge blessing. Let me ask you a question, Jeff. Does Taysom Hill, he's either related to Sean Payton or he has nude pictures of him? What's your guess?
His son. Yeah, he's got to be his son. It's crazy because he's not that damn good, is he? I mean, he's a nice piece. He's good. He's athletic. He's different. He does. I'm not going to tell you he's horrible, but I just don't understand how he keeps getting extensions.
I don't get it. It's mind-boggling. He has a unique skill set. I'll give him that. But, boy, just to continue to re-up him for that kind of money, and I know they're trying to get creative with the contract, which may be something they do going forward in the NFL based on production and where you play. But, my gosh, but I love it. It's mind-boggling to me, but I love it. And it's very interesting. In global basketball, I think I really like Patino. There's something about him. Maybe it's his back east roots that I enjoy, but I kind of root for that guy, and I think he's going to do some good things here, and that team's going to get better and better and better, and I think he's going to bring a good lethal injection back into the global basketball program. So I think it's going to be fun to watch. But anyway, Jeff, I wanted to share with you. I've adopted your philosophy, and I know it's the precipice of your football game this year to be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. And I've really tried to adopt that philosophy in my life, trying to help people and be gracious and understanding. And when we interact with people, and we all lose it, right? I lose it in traffic. I lose it with some of my friends, and you have to kind of humble yourself and move forward with grace. Anyway, I just wanted to share with your listeners, we not only have a choice to help people, I think we have an obligation, and I just want to share that with you guys. And I thank you for everything you do. And I just want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I know you had some technical difficulties, but as usual, you always navigate through it with grace, and you guys are doing a great job. And I'm a big fan of everything you guys do. We have a choice in the morning for multiple streams of media, and I make a conscious decision with everything else going on to listen intently to your show, and it's great content, and I'm proud of you. So happy Thanksgiving, and enjoy your weekend.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to handle this with grace this morning.
Yeah, I think we're crushing it now. It just took us a little bit. We had I hope you're having coffee.
I have some coffee, yes. Yeah, actually, the coffee tastes good this morning. It's good.
You had coffee ready for this morning at home?
I came down. I'm almost out. I got to go over. I'll walk all the way over there to get some more coffee. Yeah, it's good. No, Edward, appreciate you. And,
I can't believe you guys did this for a year. I was like, wow, that's amazing. So
we did.
Kudos to you.
This was life for, gosh, how long did we do this? I mean,
yeah, maybe it's a good little reminder to be thankful. I don't know with this holiday, why all this is happening, but you know.
No, it probably was a year. So when the COVID. When the COVID hit, and we were going to be out of the office for a week or two, and then come back when this thing goes away. They shut us down. So there was I think we were off the air for a day, Amory, and they said, well, you and JJ, we don't have enough equipment. You guys are just going to do a podcast every morning. We're like, oh, okay. So JJ came over to the house one morning. We recorded a podcast. And the next day they said, well, we found equipment, so you guys can do it, at your house. Instead, we met in the middle. We went down to my office, and we did the show from my office for, I want to say, about 2 weeks. We would go down there. And then they got what we're using now, and take you a little bit behind the curtain as a listener. There's something called Clean Feed. That's how we were all doing our shows, a headset and a program, and you're learning it today. But I mean, TJ did it, and Darren did it, and Bob did it.
It's pretty incredible, by the way.
Yeah, it sounds good. So they got these, and we did the show from home probably for 11 months, 10, 11 months.
Wow. Well, kudos to you guys. That's awesome.
It was, and the Zoom, I don't know if we were on ProView the whole time, although I know we were on ProView quite a bit. That helps a lot, because then I could see you, and you could give me visual cues, and I could see JJ instead there, with just me up today. But that helps a lot. But yeah, behind the curtain, that was 11-ish months of radio, and I give Evan a lot of credit, and Jeff Berry, and all of our leadership at our radio station a lot of credit, and Jared, for getting, finding the means to get us the technology.
You really can do anything anywhere, which is incredible to me in this world. So, award-winning radio from anywhere.
Well, the beauty of this is, once we get this figured out, and we did, it took a couple of segments, but we could, on the road, I've done the show, Marie, I've been doing it for 13-ish plus years. And I've done the show because of my travel in radio stations from Dallas to D.C. to Los Angeles to Boise to Phoenix to, all over the place. We've been at radio stations. And now with this, it makes it a lot easier. We can just do it wherever we are. So it's cool. And I'm glad we've been able to do this. If you want to get in, 505-246-0610. I've got emails. Final crusher call for the week, question mark?
Ooh.
That is a shallow victory considering we hoe tomorrow. Do we hoe tomorrow?
Should we hoe tomorrow? Yeah.
Well, how do we not?
Or Bobcat's here. Maybe we should hoe today. He won't be here tomorrorow.
You going to be able to do this by yourself?
Heck yes.
Oh, by the way, sorry on this, because I just got this email from Bruce. It's a series finale for Fearless Dougie, Jeff. NMSU beats UMass, and Fearless Dougie gets carried off into the West Texas sunset. No Doug Martin today.
I was telling Bobcat about Doug Martin today.
Yeah,
Dang
I got a call
it.
yesterday. Doug's not available. He's got some stuff going on and will not be available today. But very, very thankful to Doug for making every Tuesday at 8:30 available for us and being with us. 8:45, Bryson Carroll, Lobo quarterback. 9 o'clock, Jamal Mashburn, Lobo shooting guard, point guard now. It's the opening drive. Be a part of the show, 505-246-0610. Jeff Symbieta and A. Marie on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
You trusted your home or business security to a company with an armed response. They sold out to a national corporate giant, and you're stuck on the brink of less security. I'm Aaron Jones, owner of International Protective Service. IPS isn't for sale. I'm invested here, and I care about your home and business as if it's my own. Let the highly trained armed guards or 24-hour patrols of IPS protect what's yours. With faster response times to catch criminals and less associated costs. Call 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
When looking for the best experience while buying an all-new Kia, Fiesta Kia offers some of the most knowledgeable and friendly Kia specialists in New Mexico. They'll help you find the Kia that will meet all your expectations. Kias have some of the most affordable vehicles for you to choose from, offering extensive options and style for the price. And with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, Kia won't be beat. Come be a part of the Fiesta family today, 7400 Lomas Boulevard Northeast, or start driving now at fiestakia.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
A burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today.
This is the opening drive with two-time New Mexico Sportscaster of the Year, Jeff Symbieta, and JJ Bond.
All right, back at it on a whatever day it is morning. It kind of feels like Groundhog's Day again, back when we were doing the COVID. The COVID, when we were doing the show from home, because here I am back at my dining room table on the opening drive, Jeff Symbieta and A. Marie. No JJ today. Lobo women's basketball tonight. Ladies plays at Prairie View A&M. I know you got the schedule in front of you. Josh Suchon is going to be on the call tonight for Lobo women's basketball in place of JJ. And I think Josh will be on the call here on the Sports Animal this weekend in Houston as the women go to Katy, Texas, and have 3 games there. So filling in for JJ on that. But it's me and A. Marie, and I'm here for you today, 505-246-0610. Come on in. Emails Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com. Let's go to the phones. Howard, good morning. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. How about you guys?
Good, thank you.
You know, I don't know the circumstances surrounding while you're broadcasting from home, but when I turned on 20.5 to watch a morning show and get my guys rolling, it looked like you were about to deliver a presidential address.
I got to see the dining room setup.
That's actually funny.
Are you in a suit? Did you wear pants? Did you wear pants?
No pants, but neither does Biden. Or Trump, or I'm not political. Neither does Trump.
That was the most political thing we've said on the OD.
I thought we were going to get a state of the sports address. You know, you can do it casual. Casual's comfortable. Right?
The address was going to be Bucks Patriots this year. That's what we're calling the Super Bowl.
Wow. So because I'm in front of the fireplace,
awesome.
We got some paintings behind me, a couple awards, the New Mexico Bowl mini trophy. There's my Mickey Mouse, my bronze Mickey for 15-year service at Disney, and the mariachi bobblehead and the red chili pepper bobblehead behind me.
Oh, most people have fake Zoom backgrounds. That's awesome.
No, this is how my dining room looks. Yeah.
You know, I never have said anything political on your show, but I'll tell you one thing: I have more faith in you, Jeff, than I do in our president. So, you know.
Take it to the text line.
I'll move on to a topic of discussion here. You know, I was going back and forth with Edward. I don't know if you noticed on the thread last night. The game was a tough watch last night. It was really sloppy, really awful. And, I mean, I finally threw in the towel, and I went on to start watching Family Guy Season 20 on demand, you know. And I think that was a lot better watch than last night's game was.
Probably. Yeah, probably. I had the double goodie going. I had the Lobo Western game on the computer, watching Eli and Peyton, and started to pack for the Vegas trip.
Eli and Peyton's a good watch. Last night's the first time I tuned into it for a little bit. That's a pretty good watch. I like that. It, provides some levity to some otherwise very bad games.
Yeah. Yeah, and last night was not that good of a game. It was not that good of a watch. And it was playing against Tommy and got beaten fantasy football, which pissed me off even more, so I was even less interested.
You know, guys, and I heard Edward being thankful for some stuff. I'm thankful for you guys as well. But, I've mentioned it before in the past. Unfortunately, I had a tougher road in life about 25, 30 years ago, but I overcame substance abuse and got out of a first marriage, but still continue to have a strong relationship with my daughters and even better relationship with my grandkids. And Saturday was one of those days. I got my grandson all day long, and I took him out with me, went on a sales appointment with me, went and visited a friend. They live in Rio Rancho. There's not a lot of tall buildings. I have a moonroof in my truck, so I took him driving around downtown. And he was looking at all the taller buildings in awe as a 7-year-old would. It was a priceless day. We went and had a pizza for lunch, and unfortunately, one of the drawbacks was he saw a lot of homeless people downtown, and I had to explain the plight of that to him, and his little mind digested it, and I think he was content with Grandpa's, explanation of it. But, I mean, there's so much to be thankful for in life, guys, and we are truly lucky people.
It is the truth.
Thank you very much. Have a happy Thanksgiving, Jeff, and Marie, will I talk to you tomorrow?
Yes. I'll be here.
Okay, well, great.
I'll be here.
You guys have a
Jeff will be here.
day.
We'll be somewhere. We'll be somewhere. We'll be somewhere. We'll be on the radio.
All right, Howard. You know what?
Well, I want to go to Vegas. Are you still going to Vegas?
I think I'm still going to Vegas.
Awesome. With Addie.
Yeah, well, and it's going to be. So he was talking about being with his grandson, and I'm taking my daughter, my 15-year-old now, which is crazy, to Vegas with me on this trip, and she's pumped, dude. So she was packing yesterday, and she's kind of been looking at stuff, and this will be a different Vegas trip now, right?
Oh, way different, yeah.
Which is good though, which is probably good for me, and we're gonna go because of the games. We can't do a bunch of stuff because we're working, but so she's gonna go. We'll know people, and I said she'll have a pass, and so she can sit with me between me and Hunter and do stats or kind of listen. She can go hang out with people in the stands. I mean, I trust her enough that she's a responsible 15-year-old kid. She can go around the arena, but yeah, no, she's stoked, and honestly, Amory, I'm stoked. This is just quality Addie and Daddy time now.
That's awesome.
This is
what a fun Thanksgiving. It'll be very memorable.
So I asked her
go get Chinese food or something.
Well, we haven't made the decision yet. I said, do you want, after the Lobo game, Lobos play at 4 on Thursday. I said, do you want to go do kind of the traditional Thanksgiving dinner? I'll make reservations at the Bellagio. They're doing a Thanksgiving, traditional meal. Or what do you think of Javier's over in the Aria? Javier's is kind of a high-end. I've eaten. I don't know if you've ever eaten at Javier's in Southern California, and I love the place. But Javier's, I've eaten. They've got one in Newport. They've got one in one in Irvine, one in Newport. Those are two I've eaten at, and it's like a high-end Mexican Baja style. Wonderful, wonderful. And she's like, that kind of sounds poggers, Dad. And I'm like, okay, I'm down. So I think that's what we're gonna do.
That's awesome. That's Kyle's favorite. Aria is his favorite place to stay in Vegas. So I'll have to ask him if he's been there.
Yeah, it's Javier's. So we'll do that. All right, I got this hurts, and I hate having this conversation. We're going to do this, and we're going to talk in the next segment with Sherman Carter, who's the head coach of the Duke City Gladiators. The violence in this city has hit the sports world, and I don't expect you to remember this homicide from November 7th. I don't remember. I mean, in our town, it feels like we're somewhat numb to this. But the victim of one of the homicides recently in our town is a member of Duke City Gladiators. Martese Patterson was 26 years old. He's an offensive lineman. He played for the Gladiators this last year. He was gunned down outside of an establishment on near Central in Pennsylvania, and was identified, I believe, yesterday. But he played at Purdue. His mom is in town now, and they're making the arrangements, and it's just one of those things where I don't expect you to say, yeah, I knew the young man or anything like that, but every day we're hearing about different homicides. You've heard about how we broke the record for homicides, which yay for us, I guess. 3 months ago, 2 months ago, whenever it was, in a year. This young man was a member of the Gladiators, a Gladiator team that went to the semifinals of the IFL this year, and was living in our community and had ties in this community, and was walking out of an establishment just a few weeks ago. What is today's date? The 20-something. So this was on the 7th. And was gunned down. So when we come back, we're going to have a conversation with Sherman Carter. He'll give you a little bit more information, hopefully, on Martese and how the team is dealing with it, and if there's anything that you can do. So we'll do that when we come back. Coming up at 8:45, Bryson Carroll, Lobo quarterback's going to be with us. Coming up at 9 o'clock this morning, we'll have a conversation with Jamal Mashburn, the UNM point guard. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta and A. Marie. Glad you're with us on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Panera believes in saying yes to...
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
You trusted your home or business security to a company with an armed response. They sold out to a national corporate giant, and you're stuck on the brink of less security. I'm Aaron Jones, owner of International Protective Service. IPS isn't for sale. I'm invested here, and I care about your home and business as if it's my own. Let the highly trained armed guards or 24-hour patrols of IPS protect what's yours. With faster response times to catch criminals and less associated costs. Call 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
When looking for the best experience while buying an all-new Kia, Fiesta Kia offers some of the most knowledgeable and friendly Kia specialists in New Mexico. They'll help you find the Kia that will meet all your expectations. Kias have some of the most affordable vehicles for you to choose from, offering extensive options and style for the price. And with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, Kia won't be beat. Come be a part of the Fiesta family today, 7400 Lomas Boulevard Northeast, or start driving now at fiestakia.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Global Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back.
610, the sports animal.
It's been a rough year for our city as far as crime and violent crime has hit the sports world, and it really, really, really saddens me to hear this. I had a conversation with Gina Thomas, the owner of the Gladiators, and spoken to her quite a bit over the last few days about this. It's the opening drive, Jeff Symbieta and A. Marie. We'll get back to your phone calls in a little bit. A victim of one of the homicides in the last month is a former Duke City Gladiator offensive lineman Martese Patterson, a 26-year-old who played collegiately at Purdue. He was shot and died earlier this month. His body was identified yesterday. This was a homicide that took place back on November 7th. We are joined now on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline by the new head coach of Duke City Gladiators, Sherman Carter. Sherman played on a couple of CIF championship teams for Gladiators and recently been named the head coach. Sherman, good morning, and I apologize for the circumstances, but it's good to talk to you. How you doing?
I'm all right, guys. I appreciate you having me on. Unfortunately, in this situation, it's a tough one, but, I'm here. I'm here, guys.
No, I appreciate that. I don't know what more you can tell us about what you know about Martese. From what I understand, it was a situation outside an establishment near Central in Pennsylvania, and he was walking out and was gunned down.
Yeah, correct. And at the moment, they don't have any suspects. It's just a tough situation for the Gladiator family. He was family, and it's one of those situations where no mother, no parent should have to go through a situation like this.
Yeah, from what I understand, here we are. It's Thanksgiving, and his mother is in town from the Midwest, and you're dealing with funeral arrangements and cremating the body and getting the body back. And how are you guys dealing with this?
So, as far as whatever his mom needs, we the Gladiators are trying to assist in any way we can, as far as taking care of any arrangements needed, covering any costs. We're just trying to make it as pain-free, which that's unrealistic ask, but we're just trying to do our part to let her know that, he is family. He will always be a Gladiator, and that we'll do anything we can to just try to help her make it through this tough situation.
Sherman Carter is the head coach of the Gladiators. He's with us. Martese Patterson, lineman on the team, was shot and killed November 7th. His body was identified yesterday. 6'5", 300+ pounds. This is a big dude. And from everything, and I'm not going to pretend I knew him, but it sounds like he was a really good guy. Like the guys on this team really enjoyed him, didn't they?
Right. Oh yeah. And he was a protector, and that's what he brought to the table, and as an offensive lineman, that's what you're taught to do. And he was a great asset to the team. He was a dominant player. We did have hopes of bringing him back, and he wanted to make this his forever home. It's tough what happens,
He was released. I knew he was a free agent and had an opportunity to go home. He had a girlfriend here and had some roots here. It sounds like he liked it here. To your point, he wanted to make this his home. And at 26, a young man, there was still some football left in him. So I'm going to imagine there was an opportunity that he was going to come back.
Oh yeah, there was, man. And he had opportunities at a couple of different leagues that he wanted to go try out, and he was excited about, and he was getting his body rehabbed and ready to go and ready to head out of town just to kind of see what he can, do. And this all happened so suddenly, no contact, stopped contact. And then when his mom was, reaching out, we were like, what? So it's one of those things that we didn't know for 6, 7, 8, 9 days that it, later it's tough.
Yeah, that's the tough part is
we
you
have a
guys
sweet
didn't
deal in
know.
3 minutes.
And there he was, and there was not much you could do about it. What are you guys able to do for the players? And I don't know how many are still in town and how many are here, but I got to believe there's some grief going on there. What are you guys doing internally?
So we're gonna have I don't know if we're gonna do a visual, but I am gonna meet with his mom today and kind of have a little one-on-one with her, see if there's anything I need to do, because we have all this personal belongings still in our team housing, just because he is family, So it's gonna be a tough day today, meeting up with his mom. As far as the players go, they have our total support. We have our chaplain on hand, Scott, that made himself open to anybody that needs prayer, anybody that wants to meet up. So we're trying to do our part to make sure the players are holding it together. I'll probably end up calling each and every one that lives in town just to kind of make sure everybody's doing okay. it's a tough situation, and nobody wants to go through this. And it's like, once it happens, then you're like, what happens next? What do I do now? But it's an unexpected thing. You don't expect this as football players. So it's just one of those things where we need to fight for our city. We need to bring these guys, whoever it was, or this one guy, whoever, to justice. So we're going to do what we can as far as with the police department to get this solved.
Just a few more minutes. Sherman Carter is the head coach of the Gladiators. Martise Patterson, offensive lineman of the Gladiators, was shot and killed in a homicide on November 7th. And Coach, Gladiators are looking to do a buyback, like a gun buyback with APD to raise awareness. I guess there's going to be season tickets and tickets offered. And I know, look, Gina and this club has been very, very big about being in the community. I think that's a big reason you came back.
Right.
I know it's not all ironed out, but it's going to be something where you just said we got to fight for our city. It's something that you want to do to make sure that this isn't in vain.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, I got my degree in criminal justice. I work in the law enforcement field, so I understand where the crime in this city and how tough it can be. But these guys are just turning into men, and they need to be able to live, their life. He was only 26. He could have lived until 70, 90, 100. We don't know, and we'll never know now. So it's just one of those things where we need to make it to where people in America, in this city, Albuquerque, can survive, and we'll get there. It's taking time, unfortunately, and unfortunately we lost one of our players to this violence.
How are you doing with this, Sherman? I mean, here you are, a first-time head coach. You know X's and O's. You probably know personnel. Right. You know defensive schemes. You know how to deal with practices, itineraries. You don't get trained for something like this, and here you are, the head coach, and a month into it, you're going through this. How you holding up?
Oh man, I'm trying. Talking to Gina pretty much daily, and our other coaches. It's kind of helping, but we'll never know once I see his mom today. So it's going to be crazy.
Well, our thoughts and our prayers are with you. Here we are, it's Thanksgiving, and we're thankful for what we've got. And sometimes this kind of stuff really reminds you. Our deepest condolences to you, to the entire Gladiator family, certainly to Martise's family and his mom. No mom should have to deal with this ever. It's easy to sit here and say, not around the holidays, ever. She shouldn't have to deal with this. Right. But our thoughts are with you, and appreciate you spending a few minutes and sharing some thoughts about Martise.
Not a problem. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
All right, we'll catch up in better times sometime soon. Be well.
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
Sherman Carter, the head coach of Gladiators. Hey, Maria, it's so tough. I talked with Gina the other day, and I knew what was going on, and I don't know. What do you do? The young man's coming out of an establishment, and just be careful. Just be careful.
You never know, and just hug your family.
Yeah, squeeze.
Life is short. Yep.
Yep, and take advantage of what's sweet. We got a sweet deal for you. We got a sweet deal for you right now. It is a wonderful sweet deal that I think you're going to enjoy. It's Albuquerque's own Electric Playhouse, which has been voted best attraction by USA Today. You can get 2 tickets for the price of one for Electric Playhouse, $18. It's a $36 value. And joining us now is Brandon Garrett. He's the general manager of the Electric Playhouse. Brandon, good morning. I'm sorry I'm not there in studio with you. I'm glad you're in my studio. How are you?
Good. How are you? Good morning.
Good morning. All right, so you got a good thing going out there. You can play in the day. You can party at night. It's New Mexico's it's the only interactive and immersive concert venue. Explain to people, what is Electric Playhouse?
Yeah, so we do more than just concerts. So we're actually an interactive and projection map space. So what we do is we use a bunch of sensors in the environment to track your motion. And so what we've done is basically gamified the built environment. So we've got about 16 different interactive areas throughout the space. And so what that means is that the walls and floors react to you. So we have games, artwork, and the best part is because we're all digital, we can actually change those games. And so we actually have a pretty extensive library of games and experiences. So as you've gone through it, the environment will actually change. So if you played a game in one of our areas, after a few minutes, we'll actually rotate it, and it could be something completely different.
I went to a wedding there, and it was the most incredible experience, I got to say.
Oh, awesome.
It was like you're playing Mario Kart, and it was competitive. You know, we're in a wedding, so we're on full-out gowns, and, that was the most incredible. It's unreal, guys. You have to go.
It is. And I was out there, oddly enough, with our last guest, for a Gladiators event. I was out there for their TV show.
Oh, weird, yeah.
Earlier this year, and I brought Addie with me, and so she ran around the place and had a great
it's
time.
so
and
fun.
I did, too. It really is something. Hey, where can people, learn more? Is there a website, Brandon, that people can kind of get an idea and learn about it, see where they are and all that stuff?
Oh, yeah. If you visit us at www.electricplayhouse.com, you'll find out all kinds of crazy events that we're going on. So we have a number of concerts pretty much every weekend. We've got an immersive dinner, which is our fine dining experience that's running right now called Winter
What does
in
that
Technicolor.
mean, an immersive dinner?
So the walls and floors and the actual table are interactive, and so as each course comes out, the visuals on the table will react to your movements. And so it's a very cool, one-of-a-kind of experience that really doesn't exist.
And they have a full bar, just say.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we've got the full bar.
So it gets a little bit more immersive.
I'm just letting you know, it gets a lot of fun.
It's all ages. I mean, in the daytime, that's your families and kids are out. But late night on a Saturday, we become 21 and over concert venue.
It's very fun.
Nice. That's really cool. And you're over on the west side, over there on Coors, just to the north of I-40.
Yeah, it's such a convenient exit, right off Coors and I-40. You can get there anywhere you live in town. It's just so convenient.
All right, we got a sweet deal going on. 2 tickets for the price of 1 to Electric Playhouse. It's at $18. Gets you a $36 value. There's not a lot of these available. They're going to go quickly. Here's how to take part in this. You go to our website. It's sportsanimalabq.com. Go there at the top of the hour. Oh, I'm sorry. Go there at 9 o'clock. Right at 9 o'clock, and click on the Sweet Deal icon. Take part in this, and I think you're going to dig the immersive, interactive experience that is only Electric Playhouse. Brandon, appreciate you sitting in our studio. Thanks for coming by today. Sorry I didn't get to see you in person.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. We look forward to seeing you there.
Be well. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
You too. Thank you.
All right, we're going to do a short segment. We come back, and then coming up at 8:45 this morning, expected to have a conversation with Bryson Carroll, the Lobo quarterback who once, I say about 3 weeks ago, was a graduate assistant and coach and manager, and now he's out there getting hit on the blue turf on national TV by Boise State. So we'll talk to him at 8:45. 9 o'clock, Jamal Mashburn scheduled to be with us, Lobo guard. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM at AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Kirtland Federal Credit Union is hiring. We're looking for talented.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, backed by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS Network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
You trusted your home or business security to a company with an armed response. They sold out to a national corporate giant, and you're stuck on the brink of less security. I'm Aaron Jones, owner of International Protective Service. IPS isn't for sale. I'm invested here, and I care about your home and business as if it's my own. Let the highly trained armed guards or 24-hour patrols of IPS protect what's yours, with faster response times to catch criminals and less associated costs. Call 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Global Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
A burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS Network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better.
The sports animal.
All right, looking forward to the conversation with Bryson Carroll, who I think has had one of the most unique, distinctive careers of Lobo football in the history of Lobo football. I'm not going to tell you the best. Maybe not even the most impactful. But one of the most interesting, bizarre careers of any Lobo football player. It's the opening drive, Jeff Symbieta and A. Marie. Bryson Carroll coming up at 8:45. I'll get through some of your emails that are coming in to Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com.
I can imagine them this morning.
Actually, it's somewhat comical this morning. This says Jeffy Carter. Howard said, "You look." I tuned in on the ProView for a presidential address. Gopher says, "I haven't seen a fireside chat since 1979. Are you in Plains, Georgia?" Jeff, it's from Gopher. So it's just me on your ProView today. So, A. Marie, you just don't want to be seen, or what's like you just? I
gotta figure it out. All right, well, my laptop situation. It's a little suspect.
All right. Well, and there's no JJ, so it's and I'm at home, so it's me in front of the fireplace with Mickey and the mariachi bobblehead and the New Mexico Bowl trophy and the red chili bobblehead. It's giving presidential address, I guess. I got a Vegas warning from Sid, Mr. Symbieta. A lot of Vegas is still shut down, including many of the Strip properties. There are only 11 buffets up and running. It's still no way new.
That sounds like a lot of food still.
I'm not doing the buffet. Like with all due respect, at the COVID, and there's so much good. The Calvin. There's so much good restaurants. So much good. So many good. I'm hitting that. That's the way I'm going to hit it. I told you, I believe Josh Sushan is filling in for JJ tonight on Lobo women's basketball, and I believe he's going to Katy, Texas for the tournament this weekend. And James said Sushan's back in for the Phillies, Jeff. If Josh can't go, is Joe Barron available? He said I could use a Joe Barron fix right now. Can A. Marie look back in the archives and please play a healthy dose, including Lady Lobos for 3? Yes! And, of course, oh, God, from James. So, A. Marie, there is a classic called Joe Barron is a really good play-by-play guy. He used to do Lobo women's basketball. And one of my two
I'll put that on the to-do list.
Oh, it's so good. So there was a call. They were years ago, Utah was still in the Mountain West. They were in Salt Lake City. And they were up by either 1 or 2 with about a second and a half to go. Utah had to throw the ball for length of the court. And he's like, and he had a very distinctive, formal voice. And there they are. And the pass, they throw the length of the court. It gets batted around. It ends up in the hands of, oh, God. Does it count? Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Utah hits the shot, and they win the game at the buzzer. They go length the court, and he's mid-sentence, and it ends up in the hands of her, and she oh, God.
Oh, God. That's so funny.
It was one of the classic Homer calls ever. Just so good. There's been a few over the years on our air. There was a game against BYU, and rest in peace, Mike Roberts. He was the best. But he got run over at the table, and Mike was probably in his 70s at the time. And he was doing the game with Greg Remington at the pit, and it was against BYU, and he was in full play-by-play, and it goes over to the side, and Royce only has the ball. It gets taken away, and you hear just Mike get run over. Dude came over the table, literally right courtside, and Mike fall back in his chair, like, oh my goodness. And you kind of hear the mic rustling, and Greg Remington's Mike's been taken down. Here, Mike, let me help you up. And it's like panicking Greg Remington, and you can hear Mike getting settled in his chair, and then he comes back. Kenny Thomas has the ball back out to Spider Smith. Like, he didn't miss a beat. He just jumped right back into it. It was so classic.
Awesome.
Yeah, two of the most classic ones, period, on our air. Yeah, no, it's I don't know where those are. Like, I honestly don't know where any of those are in our archives. JJ would probably have a better idea than I do. Lastly, Hunter is the happiest color analyst in America, Jeff. After such a frustrating season where you could tell it was just killing him not to be able to rip off the microphone and coach Lobo basketball himself, the release this season sounds palpable. Yeah, Hunter's having fun doing Lobo basketball. When we come back, Lobo football. Bryson Carroll, 3 weeks ago, graduate assistant. Might be your starting quarterback on Saturday. It's the opening, or on Friday. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Staples.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best. Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out, it needs to be replaced. We're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're #1 in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened?
Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Car Crafters is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
A burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green and keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service.
He is a guy who started out his career losing his redshirt season back before they changed the redshirt rules, when he was sent in to be an emergency quarterback at Tulsa. When they needed a quarterback, Bob Davie put him in. I think he ran one play and then took a knee. And
we
then
still don't have him.
Became a running back, and then he became he was a quarterback and a running back, and then he gave up his final season of eligibility this year to become a graduate assistant, to be a coach.
Frank can talk if you want. Just let me know.
To work on, and let's put Frank on while we wait for Bryson Carroll. And now he might be QB1 coming up on Friday. Jeff Symbieta, no J.J. Buck. It's the opening drive. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll talk basketball. Jamal Mashburn Jr. is set to be with us. I believe Frank Mercogliano is the sports information director. Well, I know he is. I believe he's with us.
He's here.
Carroll is Bryson out of his meeting now?
He's still in his meeting. This is what happens when you haven't been a quarterback for 5 years, and all of a sudden you get thrown in a week ago. You got to stay in that meeting room as long as possible. So
he'll be available.
I'm actually right outside. I'm right outside the door and handing him the phone as soon as he walks out.
All right. What's he look like? What's he look like at 9:30?
They should be getting ready for practice. We practice, I think, at 10. He should be out any second. He really should be.
Yeah,
I can answer a question while we're here.
If we don't get him, and as good as you are, I'd love to talk to him at 9:30 if that works. But I was just saying, to me, it's one of the most unique, bizarre careers ever. The guy starts his career taking a knee, ran a run play and taking a knee and losing his redshirt season. Then they changed the rule. Then he's a quarterback, but then he's a running back who's second on the team in rushing. Then he's a graduate assistant, and 3 weeks later he might be quarterback one.
Yeah, well, then he spends he spent all of 2018 relearning being a running back because they switched him, so he didn't play any of the first 10 games. He comes in, plays the last two. Was actually pretty good. He was the leading rusher when we played Boise State that year in 2018. And so in 2019 he had a much bigger role, and then last year he played, but he had a bone spur problem, and the only way that really heals is to not do anything. And so it was just sort of decided he wasn't going to be 100%. And he just would rather, get into coaching. His dad's a very, very successful high school coach, and he's got that in his blood a bit. So the thought process was he will start learning to be a coach. The issue was he is, you can only have so many graduate assistants, and he's still a scholarship kid. So he's a graduate manager, but he sits in meetings and he does stuff like that.
So what's the role, Frank, of graduate manager? I mean, he's not the guy who's doing the laundry. No,
he's not doing laundry. He sits in coaches' meetings. His biggest thing is he's still a student athlete, so he's bound by the 20-hour rule. But you know what? He's coming right here. We've got.
Well, let me ask you this,
because we're brought him out. So
we're literally going to have like 2 minutes. Can we have him at 9:30?
Well, let's get him here, and then I'll see what I can do. Let's do that. Let's start you here.
Yeah. And this is your live radio. Hello, Bryson. Jeff Symbieta, you're with us on the opening drive, and I appreciate you jumping out of the meeting. This will be really brief, but I was just saying to Frank, you got maybe the most bizarre career I've ever seen in college football, from the way we burned your redshirt year to the change in the rule to becoming a running back to being a student manager, and now you might be QB1. How you living with all this?
It's all crazy, but I've always prided myself on being able to adjust and be adaptable to whatever situation is thrown at me.
How did you change your mindset from I'm done with football to holy bleep, I'm out on the blue getting hit by these big dudes in Boise?
And so I just thought about the team, really. Clearly the team needed me, so I had to get out of my personal issues that I had and chose to do it for the team.
Was there ever in your mind, did you ever think you were going to play again?
I didn't. I never thought I was going to play football again.
So how'd that conversation go? When Danny comes to you, he kind of says he didn't have a choice, but you certainly did. How'd that conversation go?
It was more of like just a crazy, funny situation more than anything. The whole conversation was just laughing between both of us. It was just like kind of something that I didn't think was a real situation at first, and the more we talked, I realized, this is for real.
Yeah, he ain't playing anymore. How funny is it when you're getting hit out on the blue by big dudes from Boise?
It was really funny. The whole time, all I could think about was, this is crazy. This is so crazy. But it's cool, man. I'm glad I was able to do it.
Did you have fun?
I did. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah. Are you ready now to be quarterback one in the finale if you need to be, and have another senior night and go through all this again and play a good Utah State team?
Yeah, definitely, man. The past 2 weeks have been really good to me. I have, got back in the groove of things, and I definitely feel like I'll be ready if that's what's needed to be done.
Bryce, I'm not going to lie. I think back to that day in Tulsa when Coach Davey put you out there at the end of the first half. You took 2 snaps, and I'm thinking, damn, they're burning his red shirt for this. And then you're recruited as a quarterback. You become a really, really good running back. And then it's over. To you going back and being QB1, I don't know if it's poetic justice to end your career this way, but this is crazy.
It's insane. Yeah, I've thought about this the entire time. Everything just came full circle. It's crazy. It's definitely crazy.
You're going to end your year as a quarterback. All right, what kind of offense can you run? I mean, how much are you ready to run? First of all, how are you physically? You weren't playing because you had bone spurs in your foot that weren't letting you play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so physically I'm fine. I've obviously had a lot of time to recover and relax and get my body back together. So even after the game, I'm feeling great. No, I'm sore obviously, but other than that, everything's fine.
All right, how much of the playbook is open? Are you running the football? You telling Coach Warham, look, man, I can throw the ball. I am
1 minute until music.
Yeah, so I'm for sure messing with him every day. Every time that they let me throw the ball and they have a pass play, every time I do it, I look back Coach Wareham and just mess with him. If Coach G's around, I always turn around and mess with Coach G and like, look, I told you. Like it's all fun and games right now. Just trying to show them what I could do. Obviously, with them, I play running back, so it's cool to show them some things.
Yeah, it's like I'm not a running back. I'm a damn quarterback. You recruited me as quarterback. Let me throw the football around this place.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right, we'll go out and have fun on the day after Thanksgiving. And I know this was really brief, and hopefully we get to do it a little longer again. But just one of the most bizarre, fun, and I'll call it a very, very successful career. How would you say it was a successful career at the University of New Mexico?
Oh, yeah.
Glad you made those choices?
Yeah, definitely, man. It's something I'm going to remember for the rest of my life for sure.
You want to be a coach?
I do.
Yeah. Yeah. So would you maybe stay on staff here? Is that something that you want to do? Stick around Albuquerque and this program?
I will definitely be here in the spring. After that, I'm not too sure what everything is looking like, but I would hope so, yeah.
Right on. Appreciate you spending some time with us. Congratulations on all the success. Be well and go out with a bang on Saturday. And best of luck against Utah State.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Bryson Carroll. I'm glad we got to do that. That's really cool. I mean, one of the craziest careers ever.
That's amazing.
Well, yeah, it's amazing. When we come back, a guy who's pretty amazing himself, off to a terrific start as a Lobo. We'll talk basketball with Jamal Mashburn Jr. next on the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Animal.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loan. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Pitt 88-63. They improved to 4-1 on their way to Vegas. I'm looking forward to going there with them. I'll have the call for you on News Radio KKOB on Thursday from the Orleans with Hunter Green as the Lobos play UAB on Thursday, and then either San Francisco or Towson on Friday. It's Jeff Symbieta. We'll get back to your phone calls coming up in just a little bit, but we are joined now by a young man who's off to a terrific start, averaging 18.3 points per game in his first year at New Mexico, with a career-high 21 in the victory on Saturday in the Pit against Montana State. Jamal Mashburn Jr. joins us on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline. Good morning, Jamal. How you living?
Good morning. Just thank you for having me. I'm living great.
Good.
Nice day outside, so I'm good.
How's November in Albuquerque compared to November in Minneapolis?
Oh man, it's substantially different. I mean, it's you know how it is in Minnesota. It's cold as hell out there. So it's so nice compared to here.
It's beyond cold.
It's good to have you. Hey, just for context, so the dude you're talking to now, me, I was the guy that interviewed you right after the game. I was sitting with Hunter right after the game, and I'll be with you in Vegas. I just want to give you a little context on it. Hey, the start that you're off to is terrific, and I want to go back to Saturday's game, where Jalen House gets hurt. He's in foul trouble a lot of the game, and then he goes down with the ankle injury. And I know we talked about this after the game the other day, but you instinctively took a different role. And I know you said your game is what your game is, but you've got a demeanor, and maybe it's because you grew up in a basketball family. But you just, I don't know that Coach had to tell you to play a different role, but you really just took over that game.
Yeah, I mean, I played the situation. I just played what the game gave me. I knew I had, with Jalen out, I'd have to have the ball in my hands a little bit more. And, I'm completely fine with that. I mean, I know, as a basketball player, I feel like you got to do a variety of things nowadays. Dudes are so good. So I think I just understood my role at the time, Jalen being out, and hopefully we're going to get him back, this coming these next couple games. But, yeah, I mean, I just read the situation at the time and just, played my best and tried to play my best basketball.
He played really well, and it was a 3-point victory over Montana State, and then you win yesterday, and you have 19 points in 26 minutes yesterday. I get asked every day, how good is this Lobo basketball team? And I'm going to ask you the question with the context of you played in the Big Ten, and you understand basketball at what they tell me is the highest level. You see the talent around here. How good can this basketball team be?
Man, this team can be really, really good. I mean, we have a lot of pieces, a lot of guys who have a chip on their shoulder. And, when you have a collective group of guys that have a chip on their shoulder, that's a tough team to stop. So I think the sky's the limit for this team. There's a lot of stuff we got to get better at and that we're going to get better at. So I'm excited. The sky's the limit. You're right. I played in the Big Ten, so I got a different feel and different see over things, but I really am excited about this team, and Lobo fans and everybody here should be excited.
I look at guys, and you transfer from Minnesota, and Jalen from Arizona State, and Taryn from TCU, and Jethro from Kansas. And so Lobo fan gets excited. That doesn't always equate to success at the Mountain West level or anywhere else, but it feels like, and it's super early, and it's going to take time, it feels like you guys like each other and enjoy each other.
Oh, yeah, man. These are all 14 of these guys, they're my brothers. We all hang out. We all do team stuff together, bonding things off the court. We all live near each other, too. So, I mean, we all look out for each other, and we know that the talent of this team and what this team could be, and everybody's taking it seriously. So when you have a group of guys that are like that, it just flows easier. So these are all my brothers, though.
Jamal Mashburn Jr. is with us, the Lobo guard on the opening drive. So I get asked this a lot too. Why did Jamal come to New Mexico? And so I'll talk to you about it. You played for Richard Pitino at Minnesota. Your dad, Jamal, played in the NBA for 12 years, but before that was an All-America at Kentucky, and he played for Richard's dad, Rick Pitino. So how deep do those family ties go? And walk us through just the process of you leaving Minnesota and ended up in Albuquerque.
Yeah, I mean, it played a significant role. I mean, obviously with Richard coming over here, I definitely, Richard's been having my back and with me since my freshman year of high school. So we got a lot of years together. And my dad and Rick have a relationship that's still standing to this day. So I mean, it's good to see that. But I mean, also I came here because I know that these people in New Mexico are thriving and craving for good basketball again. And, I'm looking to be in an environment like that. And, I feed off, these people's energy, and I need them every night, and we need them every night. So that's part of the reason as well. So, I mean, they both play hand in hand.
You had options. Was it Richard that kind of got you over the top? Was it the basketball atmosphere here? Was it the weather in November? What was it to put you over the top?
Man, once I met all the guys that we were going to get, and, obviously, when I knew Richard was coming here, I mean, that kind of just put it over the top. I got a good feel for, what this, program, what we want to reestablish this program's name to be about, knowing the situations of last year and years previous. I want to come in and bring good basketball back to New Mexico. I mean, that's just the biggest goal. So, I want to show that we can play some good basketball.
He's Jamal Mashburn Jr. with us for a few more minutes on the opening drive. I always say there's something about growing up in a basketball family, and a football guy growing up in a football family. And I always refer to coaches' kids. There's an it to it. You grow up, your dad's a 12-year really good player in the NBA. He's an All-America. I look at Jalen. His dad was a terrific player, the leading scorer at Arizona State. There's something about growing up in a basketball family that there's an it to it. And you've got a swagger and a confidence about you. How do you explain it? How, growing up the way you did, how did that form you as a basketball player?
I mean, I think my willingness to listen to my dad, and for him to just be willing to share his information and all the things that he knows onto me, because he's my main mentor, my main trainer, and he's taught me everything I know, and I wouldn't be anywhere near the man I am today without him. So, props to him. But I mean, he's raised me in a way to just kind of be cool, calm, and collected, and just be confident. And put in the work. And if you put in the work, your work's going to show. And just be confident in all the work that you put in, and go out and prove it to everybody. Is there, I don't know, something innate when you grow up? And I'm going to guess you had a basketball in your hand when you were little. I don't know that, but I'm just going to guess. And is there something innate when you grow up that way, when your dad's an NBA guy? And then when did you realize, man, this is what I want to do? Actually, it's funny you say that. I didn't start playing basketball until I was 10 years old. Is that right? Yeah, so my first two sports were football and lacrosse. Those are the first two sports that I really got into as a team sport, and, with my friends and all that. And, when I was about 10 years old, I got into AAU basketball with my friends and whatever. But that was when I first started. So that was when my dad took complete control. I asked him, I needed help. I wanted to get better. I fell in love with the game from then, and then it just took off from there. That's so cool. So he let you find it instead of kind of making it find you. Yeah, he did a good job of kind of just keeping me out and just keeping me out of all that stuff to a certain degree, just so I can kind of formulate and kind of create my own path. So I didn't feel pressure to, follow the same footsteps he wanted to, because I was interested in a lot of things when I was a kid. I was kind of nerdy when I was a kid. I was interested in a lot of science stuff. So I mean, he kind of just let me do my own thing until I kind of, came into my own. That is so cool. Jamal Mashburn's with us on the opening drive. So my daughter plays lacrosse, and I think you'll appreciate this, and I want you to come out and play catch with her. So I use the girls' stick, and you know the difference between the girls' stick, right? Dad never played lacrosse.
But we went out about 2 weekends ago. I said, hey, you need to pick up the stick, start going. So we threw it back and forth, and I was counting. We were about 20 yards apart. I dropped it at 97, and I'm like, damn it. So I picked it up, and we hit 126. That means Dad's got to throw and catch with a girl stick 126 times. I was pretty impressed with me, but I want you to get out with her.
That's impressive. I'll definitely do that. I can help work on my game too. But that's impressive for sure.
Yeah, we got some club lacrosse. I'll introduce you to that a little bit. All right. Before I let you go, I know your family's going to be with you in Vegas. How often do you get to see them now? I think because it's a big deal. And when you talk about your dad, when was he able to let go? As far as let someone else coach you, right? So you said you learned the game at 10, and I coached AAU basketball. There were a lot of dads who want to coach while their kids are being coached. Was it tough for your dad to kind of let go and let a coach you?
That's a great question. I would say he probably coached me all the way from 10 to probably around 14. Once I got to about 15, I think 15, that's like a freshman in high school, I believe. 8th grade going into freshman year, I believe. Yeah. So right when I got to 8th grade freshman year, I was pretty good in the state of Florida. So he kind of let go a little bit, but I mean he's on me every day to this day though. I mean he's always in my ear. You know, he's my biggest critic and my biggest fan. So I can always respect that.
Do you hear from him after every game?
After every game.
And now you'll get to see him in Vegas for Thanksgiving, which will be really, really, really cool. It's amazing the legacies on this team, huh? With your lineage, with Eddie House's son, Jalen, who Eddie was an unbelievable player. And then obviously Richard, your coach's dad, is a Hall of Famer. You've got a lot of legacy and lineage in this locker room.
Absolutely. I'm excited to, play in front of them. I mean, they only, they deserve the world. So I just want to be able to play good and get, 2 wins for them. So that's what they deserve.
All right. Lastly, you and Jalen, I think might be the best guard tandem in this league. We'll see. There's some really good guards in this league. Have you guys talked about that at all? Have you looked around this league? I don't know if that's a goal, if that's an unspoken thing. Do you guys talk about it?
I mean, we know that there's a lot of good players and good guards in this conference, and we have the utmost confidence in our abilities. Our main focus and what we talk about is just winning games and just, putting this New Mexico Lobo basketball team on the map again. And, just take it one day and one game at a time and just take each day to get better and, conquer each moment. So
keep doing your thing, man. I've enjoyed calling a few games. I'm looking forward to seeing you in Las Vegas on Thanksgiving, but even more so enjoyed the conversation. You're a tremendous young man. Keep doing what you're doing. Thanks for spending some time with us.
Thank you. Appreciate you for having me.
Safe travels. We'll see you in Vegas. Jamal Mashburn Jr., how good was that? Like, how do you not like that young man? Huh?
Likable team in general, all around.
Yeah, and just mature, grounded. That is terrific.
And you all don't understand what really cold is until you go to Minneapolis. Minnesota, just let you all know. It is cold. It is cold.
Why would you do that? All right. I want you to comment when we come back. 505-246-0610. You can respond to the conversation with both Bryson Carroll and Jamal Mashburn Jr. How about those two back to back? That was actually really cool. Hey, the demand for security for homes and businesses is increasing every day in our city. You add to that, some security businesses are changing the rules for current customers. So they're calling Aaron Jones over at IPS, and Aaron needs more officers. So if you are retired law enforcement, former military, you have security experience, IPS needs you now. You'll be working for a company that's passionate about stopping crime, protecting homes, businesses, and families, making Albuquerque a better place to live. They watch my home. I suggest they watch yours. And if you are someone who can help out your community, 505-897-2420 or visit ipsglobal.com. You can fill out an application online. You'll get world-class training and protect and serve your community. And if you need protection for your home, you need an alarm, IPS will put one in and they'll monitor your home. Don't wait to be a victim. Sleep better at night knowing IPS is watching your business. Be confident during the day they got eyes on your home while you're not there. Call IPS at 505-897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
You trusted your home or business security to a company with an armed response. They sold out to a national corporate giant, and you're stuck on the brink of less security. I'm Aaron Jones, owner of International Protective Service. IPS isn't for sale. I'm invested here, and I care about your home and business as if it's my own. Let the highly trained armed guards or 24-hour patrols of IPS protect what's yours. With faster response times to catch criminals and less associated costs. Call 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
When looking for the best experience while buying an all-new Kia, Fiesta Kia offers some of the most knowledgeable and friendly Kia specialists in New Mexico. They'll help you find the Kia that will meet all your expectations. Kias have some of the most affordable vehicles for you to choose from, offering extensive options and style for the price. And with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, Kia won't be beat. Come be a part of the Fiesta family today, 7400 Lomas Boulevard Northeast, or start driving now at fiestakia.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest...
Those last two conversations, I did, and honestly, that's what matters to me. Those were two of my favorite conversations I've had on the radio in a long, long time. Nothing against you, A-Marie, or
No,
JJ.
no, just
but
no offense taken.
Bryson was terrific, and
great kids.
Yeah, how do you not like those two young men? And Jamal Mashburn Jr. that doesn't sound like a sophomore in college, doesn't it?
No.
Does it? It sounds like a grown-ass man.
Yeah. Yeah, correct. Yes.
I was telling you off the air, I've got to spend a little bit of time around the team. I traveled with them to Boulder when I get to fill in for Rob, and I'll go on this trip this weekend. And I've been really, really impressed by the young men. In the few conversations I've had, I've spoken with Jamal, and spent a little time with Emmanuel Quach and Jalen, and really, really like what Richard's brought in. And then you watch the product on the floor, and obviously you feel some hope. But I wanted to get his perspective, and obviously he's going to say we can be good. What's he going to sit here and say? Well, we're not that good. But that's a young man that played in the Big Ten. So the Big Ten, I will tell you, I believe, is better than the ACC top to bottom, is probably the best college basketball conference in America, right? When you start thinking Michigan and Ohio State and Michigan State and Wisconsin and Iowa, and just go down the line in the Big Ten, how good those teams are. Illinois got better. And so I wanted his perspective on how good can the Lobos be, because I get asked almost every day, how good are they? And, he's got better perspective on two things than I do. That, and compare November here to November in Minneapolis. And it's pretty good. So I hope you enjoyed that. And you can get in on any of that, 505-246-0610. Rudy, good morning. You're up next on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline. Good day, sir.
Good morning. Hope you can hear me.
We can.
I can hear you.
Great. So, you should have been going, Omaha, Jeff, because you did a good job on the Audible there with the Bryson Carroll interview.
Thank you.
I know sponsors want there at 9 o'clock and all that, but I really appreciated that. And that's probably one of the more interesting stories in college football this weekend.
I think so.
What would blow my mind and would make this for a made-for-TV movie is if there's some way that UNM can figure out how to win that game and Bryson Carroll be the star. And he would deserve it. He's given everything up for the team. He gave up the whole season of his career for the team. And you don't find kids like that these days.
Rarely. I let me just tell you that young man is to your point, sacrificed so much. So he went in a game, and I think they ran one play, and then he took a knee at Tulsa. Who was the quarterback? Do you remember? There was already a second or third string guy in at Tulsa who got hurt right before that. It might have been Colton Gerhardt. Actually, I think it was Colton Gerhardt who got hurt, and they didn't know if he'd play the second half. Well, they went into the locker room. Oh, he's fine. Well, you just burned this kid's red shirt. So then they apply to the NCAA for a medical red shirt, or for a red shirt, a hardship. Look, we had to put this kid in as an emergency. He played 2 plays. The NCAA denied it. Then months later changed the rule that you could play 4 damn games and still keep your red shirt, but didn't give this kid back his year. Then they change him to running back. He becomes a good running back. Then he gives up his final season to become a graduate assistant, and he may start the last game of the year at quarterback.
Yep. And if you can't rally around that, people come to the game. It's at 11 a.m., Friday morning. What else are you going to do? You really want to go battle the Black Friday mess?
No.
If your significant other doesn't want to go, send them shopping and come to the game.
Go with
Rudy.
Rudy.
I think it's going to be a compelling game, and I think these two teams know each other a little bit because, they were coaches on the same staff. So there's probably not going to be a lot of mystery about it. And I want to see if there's some way, somehow, we can replicate what we did up at Wyoming. And really, I think if you look at this season and you want to take one thing away from it, we are playing the kind of defense that is trademarked for this program. And I think that's significant, too.
Yeah, well, look, I think defensively there's been a lot of progress. It gets lost because there have been double-digit scores put up. But you look at them and you say, well, all right, they gave up 37 points last week. 14 came on blocked punt returns. So it really, it comes, what is that, 23 points that they gave up? And you look how many short fields and how long the defense was on the field. Yeah, you had that break at the end of the first half. There's some promise on defense. Offensively is where you struggle, so.
Well, we're going to try to get out there, maybe 8:30 in the morning, throw a little tailgate together. Probably going to have Bloody Marys for breakfast. Stick a
I gotta make one of
celery
these
stalk in
tailgates.
there and call it breakfast.
Can Anne Marie come by?
Marie can come by.
It's about time.
Everybody's welcome.
It's about time.
Everybody's
Well,
welcome.
maybe I'll give her my pass.
Might not need the tent.
Pass to Rudy? You have to have a
But-
pass to Rudy's tailgate?
Yeah, you have to pass to Rudy's tailgate. That's how big he is.
That's amazing.
Yeah, you just have to know
I think
the
I
word
know
for
people.
friend
Yeah, that's
you have
right.
to know the word for friend in
That's
Hobbit,
right.
and then you get in.
Rudy, I won't be there. I will be in Vegas. Hope you give us a listen in the afternoon. I think it's 4 o'clock, so 5 o'clock here. Lobo basketball. Give us a listen.
Yep, we'll be able to. It's a big sports weekend again for UNM, so I'm really enjoying your play-by-play, Jeff.
I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, Rudy. Happy Thanksgiving. If we don't talk to you, be well.
Yeah, I'll try to call. Oh, are you going to have your show tomorrow? If not,
I hope so.
We will have a show. I think so.
Yeah, I think I'll save my thanks for tomorrow, but I have a lot of thanks to hand out to people tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to it.
All right, thank you. Rudy
Take
called
care.
us at 505-246-0610, 888-922-0610. You can get in as well. We usually do, like, the day before Thanksgiving usually turns into an I'm thankful for.
Oh,
show,
I
which
bet.
is-
I bet.
Which is beautiful, which is
nice.
which is the way it should be. Global basketball off until Thursday. I think New Mexico State plays New Mexico Highlands tomorrow down in Cruces, coming off of the third place finish at the Myrtle Beach Invitational, where they went 2-1. They lost to Utah State in the middle game, beat Davidson, and then beat Indiana State at the back end. I've got a few emails. Where's Doug Martin? Doug Martin,
Where's Dougie?
Oh, I got a call yesterday from their sports information director who said he wasn't able to make it today, had some stuff today. So no Doug this week. And, of course, they've got their final game, does New Mexico State football. On Saturday down in Las Cruces, they play UMass, and a good opportunity for them. I mean, that's got to be, I use the analogy. It's like swinging a weighted bat. You're in the on-deck circle, right? You swing, you put that donut on, that weight, and then you get in the batter's box. It's supposed to feel lighter. I mean, I'm not telling you UMass is a gimme, because this is New Mexico State, so nothing is a gimme. But what I am telling you is after playing Alabama and Kentucky, it should feel like taking the donut off the bat, right?
Yes, definitely.
That's all I'm telling you. So rally around the palm tree, put some Christmas decorations on the palm tree, embrace the damn palm tree, and enjoy yourself down in Las Cruces. 505-246-0610. Emails, Jeff@sportsanimalabbq.com, JJ@sportsanimalabbq.com. It's yours the rest of the way. It's me and A. Marie. Want to get you over to All In Autographs. If you've been there, you get it. If you've not been there, go by and tell me I'm wrong. You can't. Everybody I've talked to that goes by says, gosh, it's even better than you say it is. Yeah, it is. AllInAutographs.com is the website. So go by and take a look at them. They're Albuquerque's premier sports memorabilia destination. In fact, they're the Southwest's premier destination for collectibles. They've got signed items, stuff that you can't find anywhere else. And if you are looking, and I know you are, for holiday gifts, you will find something there. In fact, they've started their holiday green and red sale. So selected items in the store have been marked with green and red stickers, and those items are on sale from 20 to 40% off. Every framed jersey in the store is 20% off until the end of the year. Tell them you heard it from me. My name is Jeff. You can use my code, Jeff959. That's like 95.9 FM and AM 610. Get it? Tell them the guy on the radio. And they're pretty easy about that. $50 off a $200 item. You're going to find something you want. You're going to find something you want as a gift. All In Autographs is at 2225 Wyoming Northeast, just south of Banal. You can call them at 505-504-7575. Go to their website, allinautographs.com. Also, ask them about their VIP club. You're going to love that. Remembering the greats and celebrating legacies through autographs, sports, music, entertainment, and history memorabilia. They are All In Autographs.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today.
There's football last night, too. Did you see that? Oh, yeah. Tommy's good, 30-10. Tommy beat the Giants. Tommy doesn't have a great history in big games against the Giants. Did you watch Eli and Peyton last night?
I love
it. Eli's just love for the Giants. Once a Giant, always a Giant. They had Bill Parcells. That was the other guy. They had Bill Parcells was on. And just outwardly rooting for his team. He was actually pretty good.
I thought it'd be fun when they have a homer on. That'd be great when the Giants were on. Yeah.
They certainly
It's
did.
just so funny. I just like watching it because they break down the plays for you, and I guess as a football fan, I just like really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And they're funny.
It's more X's and O's, and it's a different audience than the regular broadcast is trying to reach. Tommy went for 307 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. And the interception wasn't even his fault. He threw a ball out the flat. It hit Mike Evans between the 1 and the 3. Like I told you, if it was an arrow, it would have killed him. It bounced up in the air and was picked off. But that was his 1 interception. You see his disgust, too. Like, he's just walk off, like, what do you want me to do, dude?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know. Do you want me to pierce you with it next time?
It's always quarterback's fault, right?
That's not the quarterback's fault, with all due respect. Oh, you threw it too hard. Taysom Hill, unique contract extension for a unique player. It's the opening drive, Jeff Symbieta and A. Marie. You can get in 505-246-0610. So the Saints are going to pay Taysom Hill $40 million over the next 4 years if he remains in his current role, which he's a backup quarterback, he's a running back, he's a wide receiver, he's a tight end, and he's also on special teams. However, if he becomes the Saints starting quarterback, which Lord knows where they're going with starting quarterback, I don't know that they've made a decision on Jameis long term, and Jameis is out for the rest of the year. Trevor Siemian is currently their quarterback. I got to believe they'll be in the Aaron Rodgers market. But if he becomes their starting quarterback, the deal could be worth up to $95 million over the next 4. So there's $22.5 million in guaranteed money. So he's got $22.5 million now. He's 31 years old. He was scheduled to become a free agent after this season. He'd signed a 2-year, $21 million deal a couple of years ago. So they had some salary cap issues, did the Saints. And to get an extension done with him before his contract was voided in the spring, he was going to have to be the team would have been hit with an $8.9 million dead money salary charge. So I guess it's a good deal for everyone. I mean, the odds of him becoming the starting quarterback are not very big. And if he does become the starting quarterback, then they've got a starting quarterback. And I don't know how they define starting quarterback, how many games he has to sign or whatever. But if he does become the starting quarterback, then he gets paid as such.
I was going to ask, what does it mean? Like he gets the first snap? Like he plays in such a unique system. He's,
Yeah, I guess they're going to have to define what starting quarterback is. And I'm sure they have within the terms of their deal. Does that mean he plays the majority of snaps at quarterback? Does he have to start X number of games? I mean, they could save money, say you're a guy, but Trevor Siemian's taking the first snap. Oh, you came in relief. It's kind of like, Alabama had to come from behind to beat New Mexico State.
They were up.
Yeah, I mean, right? It's the same concept. By the way, Kentucky had to come from behind to beat New Mexico State again, too.
Yep. 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah. What happened to Doug Martin, Jeff? When was the last time NMSU was a touchdown favorite? So New Mexico State's a favorite this weekend, by the way.
Let's go. I hope they win one. Good old Dougie. End on a high note.
I hope they win this weekend, too. Lars sent me an email. It says, where is Justin Malaya? Jefe, remember when an injured Lobo football put Justin Malaya in to run the wing T, counting on UNLV's struggling stud quarterback Jason Thomas to give the game to them, which the Rebels did? Does Justin Malaya have any eligibility left? No. That was a game. I've told you about this one, Amory. This was, this got to be 18 years ago-ish. I'm pretty sure Rocky was the coach. The Lobos were dead. And this is how long Lobo quarterback woes go back, and guys getting hurt. They were down to third or fourth string walk-on from Silver City named Justin Malaya. And he was going to start the game at UNLV, and they were big dog. I was like, what on earth? And the kid ran for like 180-something yards and a bunch of touchdowns. They won the game, and he became an instant legend. And I think that's what you're looking for. That'd be a good tape for Danny to pull this week.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it?
Yes.
That'd be a good tape for him to pull and show him, hey, look at this. We've got Bryson Carroll can be Justin Malaya. That's a good one, Lars. That's actually that's good context right there.
Everyone should go support Bryson this Friday. I mean, you should support in general, but that's freaking awesome.
Again, it's such a good story. And Rudy's point's right. Like, if they win, you got to make the movie, don't you?
Oh, hell yes. Yes. Disney and all.
Seriously. I mean, it's just, it would be so good. And I think that's one of those where, and Frank's good enough at this. I mean, he gets that on Sports Center. It's on Friday with all the gigantic games will be on Saturday, although there's a lot of games on Friday this week. You're going to wake up Friday morning. I told Addie this. We're going to be out late in Vegas. And can you sleep through me putting on the TV? Because at 9 o'clock Vegas time, San Diego State, Boise State.
Ooh.
I mean, that's a big game.
Big game
West now, right?
Big
Boise
game.
State playing still to get into the conference championship game. San Diego State playing to get into the conference championship game. The two, would you disagree with me, the two biggest brands right now in football in the Mountain West? Do you think Air Force or Colorado State's a bigger brand than San Diego State?
No. Yes, no.
I mean, I don't think so.
No.
I think of all the success
in a great year.
Well, they've had a great decade.
Yeah.
Like they've had the best decade they've had. They missed a bowl game last year for the first time in 10 years. They were 4-4, and
Which isn't bad.
Well, but it was conference ties, COVID year. It was the conference, their tiebreaker, however they figured it out. They were 4-2 in league. I mean, in reality, and don't think I didn't get this call from them, when we took Hawaii into the New Mexico Bowl, we got a call from San Diego State. Hey, wait. We beat them, and we're 4-2 in league, and they're 4-4. But this Mountain West tiebreakers. So San Diego State's brand, I don't know, would you say they're bigger than, I don't know if they're bigger than Air Force brand, but football.
I would say football though. Like yeah. I would if those two games were on and I could only watch one, I would watch San Diego State.
certainly they're the biggest basketball brand. Would you argue with me on that? Are they a bigger basketball brand than UNLV, who won a national championship? Are they a bigger basketball brand than New Mexico? I mean, again, the last decade and a half of success they've had down there.
Big success.
Anyway, you got big games on Friday. All right, CFP rankings will come out today.
Exciting.
Does Cincinnati make the top 4 now? With Oregon getting blued out, right? They've got to,
Michigan
don't they?
State.
Well, Michigan State got run. So even if it's, so let's just say it's Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State, and Michigan, and then Cincinnati. I guess it doesn't matter because Cincinnati is sitting there, and if they win, Ohio State plays Michigan this week. One of them falls behind Cincinnati. So Cincinnati's set up to get in, aren't they? I got to believe now. Ohio State may move up. I don't know if you put them above Alabama after what they did to Michigan State, but in some semblance, it's going to be Georgia 1, and then 2 or 3 is going to be Ohio State and Alabama, 2 or whichever order you put them in. I don't know how Cincinnati's not 4 than Notre Dame and Michigan.
I was going to say because they beat Notre Dame, but
Notre Dame would be Notre Dame.
Yeah, Notre Dame was the only other team I would think.
Well,
that'd be up there.
Well, Notre Dame played all these. Stop it! They went to South Bend and beat you. It's the same conversation we had last week with Oregon and all that stuff. It's the same story. So but that's today, and that's something to look at because Cincinnati may now be in a position. And I told you this the last few weeks. Everybody's going to start knocking themselves out. People lose their bleeping minds after the first CFP standings come out. Well, but what about this? And what about this? Stop it! This thing will play itself out. And here we are, and Cincinnati's got a chance, and they'll to make this thing happen. So, all right, 505-246-0610, 888-922-0610, emails. I got one more segment to talk to you. Jeff at sportsanimалabq.com. Bring them in. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loan. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Global Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The Jim Rome Show is up next at 10, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
All right, didn't get into this either, but we will now. So LeBron James did get suspended. I don't know if that surprises you or if it doesn't, but LeBron James got. Were you? Why? So
well, no,
they
I
had to.
I hope they did. No, I just get worried that sometimes different players get treated differently. And I like LeBron. Let me just put it out there. But I'm saying that, like, LeBron is LeBron. But I'm glad that happened. Treat everyone fairly.
So a lot of people were surprised that it's their next.
And we do have a phone call when you're ready.
Their next game's Madison Square Garden. Their next game's against the Knicks. The only time the Lakers play the Knicks this year. And as you well know, and A-Marie, I mean, New York City's the center of the world.
It really
Nothing happens outside New York City. I mean,
nothing.
New York City's the only thing that matters. And if basketball, it's the basketball mecca. And how can LeBron not play in New York? The league won't suspend him if for the game in New York. They did. The Lakers, by the way, will save $500,000 in luxury tax payments. So LeBron, isn't it amazing?
Chump change.
I mean, when you found out that he makes $284,004 a game, let me say that again. They play 82 of these. He makes $284,004 per game. So that's what LeBron will lose. Lakers save $500,000 in luxury tax. And Isaiah Stewart got suspended 2 games, and he loses like $45,000. So I mean, does that make a difference to you? So $45,000, which by the way is a lot of money. I mean, to you and me.
Yes.
But so he misses 2 games, and he's losing out on $45,000. LeBron misses 1 game, and it's 284,000.
Astronomical, yeah.
It's insane.
No big deal. Man, you can imagine if we didn't have to go work for a day, we get that. You can get fired as a coach, get millions. I mean, we're in the wrong field here.
It's unbelievable. All right, who you got on the phone?
Got Terry.
Of course, I should have known that. What am I, new?
You know this is Terry's segment.
What am I, new? Hello, Terry. How you living?
Good morning, JJ. Good morning, A. Marie. Yes.
Well, Jeff is here, not JJ, but
that's why I was called Jeremy yesterday.
But so one brief statement from a game last week. Tarleton State was playing at KU, and they showed a little segment with Bill Self talking to Tarleton State players. I guess that's how you pronounce them. But he was very complimentary of New Mexico State and the conference Tarleton State was in, and Chris Jans, and I thought that was neat. So I thought I'd share that with you. That some love for down south, and of course, then up here, people would be mad because I said something nice that included New Mexico State. But so be it. And then I don't know. I might, that interception last night might keep Tommy Boyd out of his first ballot Hall of Fame.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. I bring up old subjects. Broken record was I always thought they should have something for quarterbacks, just like pitchers have an ERA. That when they talk about completion percentages, they should have drops or screw ups by receivers that shouldn't penalize them. I know one year I think it was Seattle Hasselbeck. Seattle led the league in drop passes and. It happens like that, but, I'm sure Tommy Boy will survive and move on. And he didn't look real thrilled with Evans on the play. But, and of course, short segment at the end and just be lighthearted. 2 parts about Green Bay. Okay, Marie, I'm picking on my son's team a little bit. They came out after they scored that long touchdown and they had 12 guys on the field for the first play, and of course I texted my son, it's not Canadian football. And so they got the penalty from that standpoint. And the old movie Stripes, where Bill Murray's talking to the sergeant, goes, Sergeant Holka, you're the big toe of the unit. And so since Rodgers has a toe injury, I thought maybe Rodgers is the big toe of the Packers. So just a little lightheartedness. Nice interviews today. Sorry about the sad, tragic situation. Yes, I try to sometimes, be polite on the radio. You guys are all wonderful. But whether our lives are going wonderful or sadly, it's always nice to remember the little things in life. And like I said, I appreciate you guys because 25 years ago, I'd call in the afternoon show and they'd hang up on you just for saying hello.
Oh.
And you all are very kind and. Yes, I enjoy everything, and hopefully I'll have my segment tomorrow. And it's Thankful Day, but every day should be thankful. So you guys have the good rest of the day and be safe. Okay.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Terry.
He has more Aaron Rodgers jokes than I do.
Yeah, we're a little bit too kind sometimes.
We're too kind.
Don't you think so?
Too giving? Sure. I don't know. What's too nice? Oh,
look, I don't know, man. I've been told that we certainly give people too much. I don't know. What the hell do I know? I've been doing it for a while. Somehow they let me do it.
We can do this anywhere. That's yeah.
Well, maybe they won't let me do it much longer, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, what the hell you want me to tell you? One game for LeBron. What do you think? 1 for him and 2 for Isaiah Stewart.
And LeBron's kind of started it, correct?
Yeah, Stewart lost his mind now.
Yeah, but I mean, he tried to start. I know everyone should not compare it to Malice in the Palace because it's nowhere near. But he wouldn't back down. So
well, one dude started it, one dude escalated it. Fair?
Correct.
And I was amazed in some respect, but maybe I shouldn't have been, at how divergent the opinions of the talking heads around the country were on this. Oh, no way did he do it. He's not a dirty player. He would never hit the guy in the face. 2, he looked at the man and closed his fist and hit him in the face. And we all watched the same thing, and it was amazing. It was amazing. We all watched the same thing and saw blatantly different things. It was insane.
That's typical sports fan right there. They see what they want to see.
Did you see Skip Bayless? Skip Bayless hosts the show with Shannon Sharp on Fox.
Yes, Skip does, yes.
And lost, he doesn't like LeBron.
Really?
And lost his ever-loving mind You could see the anger, banging his fists, screaming.
I feel like his sports fandom came through at that moment.
And it may have.
That's
his
fine.
Disgust for LeBron. And look, LeBron is. Is it fair to say he is the most polarizing superstar? I mean, even more so than Brady. I think every
yes.
superstar is
yes.
polarizing.
Yes, yes.
No, but every
yes.
superstar is polarizing, right?
I will agree with you.
Like Barry Bonds was polarizing, but I think 85% of the people disliked him.
Correct.
Right?
Brady's up there, though. I mean, maybe, I don't know if it's because I lived on the East Coast. I don't know what it was.
Well, when you're that good, you're going to be polarizing.
Oh,
right?
my
so
God.
when you reach that level, I think Tiger might have been in his
Tiger,
prime.
yep.
So I mean, any athlete
Kobe,
that reaches that level,
anyone, yeah.
But we're talking everybody who reaches that level, right? We're talking about a very rarefied air level in American sports. You can't give me that many, right? There's Brady and Kobe and LeBron and Tiger, and then you start struggling. Maybe Peyton, maybe I can't think of a baseball player outside of Bonds.
I can't think so either.
Right? I think
polarizing.
Well, think about it. Everyone who gets to
Griffey,
that level, though.
Griffey.
You think
no
so?
one hates him, though. No one hates Peyton either, I feel like.
Yeah, but how many of them reach that level? Anyway,
That's true, anyways.
My point on LeBron is the opinions are so I almost cut in half as far as my experience would tell you of the love and dislike of LeBron. I mean, there's very little middle ground on LeBron.
Oh, yes.
People either just think he's the greatest guy and the greatest player ever, or just do not like him, his attitude, his persona at all. And that's it came through yesterday. All right, thank you to Sherman Carter, Gladiators head coach, was with us. Bryson Carroll, who may be QB1 on Friday. Jamal Mashburn Jr. was also with us. Jim Rome is next. The Herd with Colin Cowherd after that. Two men and a baby two men on at 4, and then you get Liberal women's basketball against Prairie View at 6:30 with Josh Sushan. You want to come back and do it again tomorrow?
Let's do it.
All right. I don't know where I'll be, but great work
Let's
from
do
you and
it.
Bobcat to get us on
Thank
the
you,
air.
and thank you. Great job, too.
Adrian, great work. We will be back tomorrow morning with award-winning radio starting at 7 a.m. Be good to each other, please. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We'll smell you tomorrow. All right, I got to go.
Corner for Clovis, but there goes Manzano. He's got nothing but green. Oh, and a touchdown saving tackle by Angel Chavarria.
Academy searching for Babinski in the front. Babinski will keep her footing. She'll come back inside. Trying to get it. Here's the shot opportunity, and Academy scores to start this game. That's just a backbreaker when you're 1 yard from it. Turtle Morales is going to Cruz Garcia. Intercepted! Running up to make that play, it's Jesse Ramirez. Ramirez bouncing off a couple of guys. Gets through and finally taken down by Raymond Ivey.
No one has that problem to be so stacked at wide receiver that you're going to move one of your receivers to running back. There's Robertson. He scoops it up at the 7. He crosses the 20. He'll get to the 30. A lot of room for Robertson. He's got some speed. He's going to have to beat the kicker, and that is all. And the kicker can't get to him. He's stumbling up, and he is pushed out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Here's the deep ball. The receiver was open for a moment, but then it's a pick for the people's champ, Nathan Lopez. He came out of nowhere to make that interception. Bell is going to get tripped up. He's still up on his feet. Bell rolling to his right. He's going to throw down the field to a wide open man at midfield. What a catch there.
What a play.
Safety help coming, yeah.
You see Moore going over there just fine.
Middle, and it's Exodus Ayers in a lot of space. Ayers gets across the 40, cuts back up at the 30. He's dancing. Now he'll turn on the Jets. Ayers is going to spin into the end zone. Mr. Cool himself. How smooth of a route was that at the end there, huh? He just keeps serving these kids. Year after
right.
year.
Mark's on stop, so he's chunking it down the field.
He's got all day into double coverage. It's caught! Oh, he picked it out of the air. What a catch by Trujillo. How did he do that?
Double coverage. He jumped over both of them.